welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going through Trend Mood's account and letting you know if I'm going to be with my no buy, limited buy mindset. Am I going to be buying anything new that is coming out? So many of you guys have been tagging me on Instagram about things that you're curious if I'm going to be picking up, if I'm interested in, and there are some things that made me go, oh, I may need you. Let's go through it. If you are new to my channel, hi new friend. I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. So many of you guys have tagged me on so many new releases, and a lot of you know I'm doing like a limited buy / no buy in the beginning of this year. So some of these things are so tempting though. I see them and I'm like, of course ColourPop would release a mascara. So there are some things that are making me wonder if I'm going to like consider it like this is part of my limited buy / no buy, because it is supposed to be only things that I really need / you guys need me to try, right? So let's jump into what I am finding online. Today I also went out of my comfort zone. So many of you were like, I want to see you in a bold blue from your BH Cosmetics palette. So that's what's on my eyes today, along with some ColourPop and a few other things. So I hope you enjoy. All right, let's start with something that is a new release from ColourPop, but not talking about the mascara just yet. It is a Kathleen Lights Zodiac release. It is these loose pigments from Kathleen Lights and her whole Zodiac collection. She's really kind of going down the rabbit hole with all of this themed out makeup for the Zodiac. Sounds like it's something that's totally up her alley. She truly believes in like your birth sign and what that means for you and how it represents you. And I just finished watching her video on these pigments. And I was a little worried when I was getting ready to sit down and watch it because I was like, this is gonna make me want to buy it. And I'm on a limited buy / no buy, and I don't reach for pigments that often, to be honest. I do have some in my collection that I reach for every now and again, but not that frequently. So I was like, okay, let me watch it. Let me see what she says. And I watched it while I was getting ready today. And while they do look amazing, I don't think I'm going to be purchasing this. I do have some, like I just said, in my collection that are good and beautiful pigments, but I don't generally reach for that. I've said before on my channel, my makeup kryptonite is really eyeshadow palettes. I love having a full palette to dip into, and I love using them in so many different ways, with a wet brush, with a glitter glue, with so many different things. So I'm just a little like, I don't think I need that, especially keeping my like frugal February-ish mindset. Frugal February is coming, but I am on a limited buy, no buy. I'm trying to keep that all in perspective, and I'm like, is it beautiful? Yes. Would I probably enjoy it? Yes. Would I reach for it a ton? Knowing me, probably not. So I'm going to pass on that, but I am curious what other people are saying online about it. If they're like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. Okay, some people are saying they're really hyped for these, and some people are saying they really look good, but other people are really just like not vibing with it. Either they don't like the color of their own personal sign, which you don't have to buy your own personal sign, and you can buy singles of this, but it just doesn't sound like they're doing anything. Nobody's really excited for this. I think a lot of people might be over the whole Zodiac thing from what I'm reading here. What do you guys think? I mean, they look beautiful, and when Kathleen Lights swatches them in her video, she shows you multiple ways to use them, and they do look stunning. I just don't think I'm personally going to be reaching for those, so I'm going to pass. So many of you, because you know I love me some Wet n Wild, tagged me when Wet n Wild was coming out with their Start the Day Fresh with using the new 3-in-1 Photo Focus Primer Water Sprays. That is something that is super duper intriguing to me. They have a rose, a coconut, and a cucumber, 3-in-1 scents. I love Wet n Wild. I feel like they've really upped the bar as far as inexpensive drugstore makeup goes, and it just really speaks to me. And a lot of the products are so quality, and I don't mind throwing my dollars and voting with my dollars for something that is amazing and inexpensive. I am really intrigued with these. I don't know if I would just like literally drop everything and go buy just that. If I happen to be out and I see them, which I have not yet, I would maybe be like, ooh, I'll make this exception for like, what are they, $4.99? How much are these? Yeah, it looks like they're $4.99 online. I think for sure if I would happen to be in the store, saw it for $4.99, and it was a scent that I was reaching for, which one do I think I'd want? I don't think I'd want the rose. I'd either want the coconut or the cucumber. I think I'd want one of those two. If it was like sitting there and I was like just kind of perusing, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna grab this. But it's because I know I would use it all up. I have used up so many of these little guys. It's insane because they all come in about the same amount. This is not a lot of product. This is 1.52 fluid ounces, so it's not like it's a ton. I would definitely go through it. I would consider this like worth my money, so I would definitely get that if I happen to see it. But am I gonna drop everything and go get it? No. In my Instagram stories, I did tease this when they were like first teasing out this product from Physicians Formula, because you guys know I love their butter bronzers. I'm wearing it today. I really thought this Casey Holmes collaboration was gonna be amazingly huge. And then I saw the full release, and you guys were tagging me in it because you're awesome and you know I love me some Physicians Formula. And this just did not speak to me when I finally saw it all released. And again, I know I saw Physicians Formula like comment back to someone and they were like, can I take this out of the pans? And they were like, no, this is all one big thing. You can't take it out of the pans. Get yourself a butter knife, pop it out. Old school, I don't know, just cheap girl style. It worked for me. It'll work for you. I did that with the first butter bronzer collection that they came out with. It works fine. Actually was able to put them in a little tiny Z palette. No big deal. You can absolutely do it. But I'm looking at these and this doesn't seem like something I have to have. And that kind of hurt me a little bit because I was hoping it was going to be something groundbreaking and amazing, that I was going to be like, I don't care that it's January and I was saving my money. Take my money. And it's just not, it's not vibing with me like that. The Deep Butter Bronzer, I was glad to see that they did, it says Deep Butter Bronzer, and I was a little disappointed it wasn't deeper, to be honest. But when I was getting ready to film today, I saw that they had an even newer release of darker shades. So my dark skin girls out there, check it out, see if they will work for you. I'm glad they're starting to open up their line of shades, because you need to do that. The blush is nice looking, but I don't really gravitate to blush. The eyeshadows in that, I don't know, I feel like that pan story doesn't really speak to me, and I'm also kind of annoyed that the layout of this, for some reason, really bugs me. I feel like that really is trying to pigeonhole people into keeping that huge packaging, and I remember how big that was when I got the butter collection last year, and I was like, this is bulky, not gonna fit in a drawer. So you would want to pop those out, in my opinion, and put them in like an Ofra palette, Z palette, whatever. But the colors don't really speak to me, so I was just kind of like, I don't mind passing on this. I've had so many people people I grew up with tagging me going, is this good? Should I be getting this? And so many of you guys on Instagram as well telling me about the Morphe foundation and concealer being out. And I was kind of like, oh, this could be something I would try. The only thing I own from Morphe is my big ass Jaclyn Hill palette. And I really do love that, but I know that they've been like a little like touch and go about other products. So I was like, I don't know. I watched some reviews for that foundation. And I don't know if you guys have like looked into that at all too, but it sounds like it is extremely matte. Extremely. So anybody that's kind of like combo skin, dry skin, this may not be for you, because I heard it is super drying, and no matter what kind of like primer they were putting on, it was a tough struggle for them to keep it like from looking too dry and showing all those pores and those imperfections. I am slightly interested in it because I do have oily skin, but it is January right now while I'm filming this, and end of January, and my skin actually is pretty dry right now. I'm finding I need to use a lot of sheet masks. I need to use some nice primers with some luminizers in them. I'm definitely doing a lot of good moisturizing for my skin. So I'm kind of torn about this. It does look like it has a pretty amazing shade range, which, well done, appreciate that. I did hear a couple of different times people say don't use the concealer with the foundation because it didn't work well for them, which was kind of like, I'm sorry, what? That was kind of surprising to me. I'm really curious what people are saying about this, so let's just quickly get into the comments on this. Ooh, Barbie Beautiful just said, who's ready for casket gray on your face? Because it sounds like these have a really gray undertone. Why do they look gray? Hard pass for me. I've seen nothing but terrible reviews, says Anne. No thanks, they can keep it, says Gigi. Some people are saying they can't wait to try it for themselves because they don't want to just go off of reviews, and I can totally see that. I'm not going to rush out and buy this. I'm going to let more reviews come in from people who weren't maybe sent PR. So tell me your thoughts on that, because that one is kind of polarizing in the comments. Milani. Milani is a product that I put on my face today. I put it on my face all the time. I love the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. I love it so much. And now they have been talking about a concealer. I love a good concealer. Right now, one thing that I'm definitely using up a lot is my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but it is kind of pricey. And I don't talk about it a lot on my channel at the moment because we're all on like a no buy, limited buy. So many of you have told me that you are. So I'm kind of like, yeah, this is what I've been using along with my ColourPop No Filter concealer. But this is really, really pricey. So when I heard Milani is coming out with a concealer, and I love their foundation. I was like, yes, please tell me more. They also have a stick foundation too, which I don't know how well that would work with my oily skin, but I'm intrigued, not gonna lie. But I'm really curious what people are saying about the concealer for the Milani Conceal and Perfect, because I love the foundation so much. It is long wearing. It helps with my oily skin. Let's see what people are saying, because this for me could be something I throw my dollars at. Okay, so a lot of people are saying they're really disappointed in the shade range because it jumps really quickly. So sounds like they're kind of crying out for a little bit more diversity, and I agree. The long wear concealer is in 18 shades and it's $8.99. So I'm really considering it. It sounds like right now it's coming soon in Walmart. I don't know if there's an actual date by the time this is up. Sounds like no one's been able to try it yet because they can't even find anywhere to pick it up. Okay. Marie Elaine said, I use this concealer for a few days now and I love it. The texture is great and it doesn't leave my under eyes looking dry. Ooh, these are good things to hear. I absolutely love it, says Rudy Blanco. A lot of people on the Milani Instagram are saying they definitely need this because they really do enjoy the full coverage that the foundation provides. So stay tuned for this. This may be one, like I said again, if I'm out at the store and I see it there, I would probably pick it up. Since I am going through some other products right now, I'm not gonna just like drop everything and make a purchase because we are being frugal and we are having a mindset of we don't need everything, you know? Taking it back to Wet n Wild for a second, I was also tagged in their new Photo Focus Water Drop Primer in Cucumber because it gives you those spa-like feels. Again, I love Wet n Wild. I love the primer that they currently have. I love their, I actually right now have their matte primer in my collection. I would definitely try this, not sorry. This for me, again, is something that I'm not gonna go out of my way to get, but if I happen to be at the store, see it there, I'd be like, oh, here's my money. But again, inexpensive. That's when I don't feel bad. If I know I'm going to use up a product and it's inexpensive, I don't feel too bad about that. Ooh, Makeup McKinney said, I have this on right now and I am in love. They apparently also have these in the rose and the coconut as well. And you can get those online according to their Instagram. I've been loving the coconut one, says Meow. There's so many weird names on Instagram. I'm not gonna pretend to know her name. Primer is everything and coconut is life, says Shay Lion. All right, I love it. So yeah, this is definitely something that if I were in the store, I'd get it. Am I gonna run out and like seek it out? No, because that's not what I'm after right now. I'm using up what I have here. All right, now let's talk about it. ColourPop's mascara. So many of you guys tagged me in this as well, and this is something that I was like, oh, this looks stunning. I saw the before and after pictures and I saw how it went on. So I kind of wanted to let it breathe though and give it a minute, because it's kind of like anytime something new comes out, we get itchy. We want to go buy it, but at the same time, then we find out later there is maybe some flaws with it. So what I did hear about this from a few other influencers is that one coat, it does really well. I would probably suggest curling your lashes if you really want that length and volume beforehand, but I am hearing that they also kind of flake after a couple of hours. I believe Samantha March said that and Kathleen Lights. And I think it was Samantha March that said she tried 2 applications and it didn't look as good as it did with just one. So these are some things to keep in mind. I'm sure for $8 they are fantastic. I love that there's colors too. Like the colors look really beautiful, because I actually had something in my cart. Like as soon as it came out, I put stuff in my cart and I was like, what are you doing, Nichole? Calm down, take it back a minute, and don't order right away. Because the black one is something I would clearly get right away, but I was also thinking of maybe the blue to kind of go with my brown eyes, just for like a dramatic eye look. Let's see what other people are saying about this already. I just know that it's not a perfect formula, but for $8, I'm still like not mad at this from what I know so far. But let's see what other people are saying. Some people are like, why are you guys doing arm swatches? Could we please get some eye swatches here? And then of course they have them on their website too, but that was something I kept being like, I want to see like the red on someone's eyes. I want to see the purple on someone's eyes. I don't even wear colored mascara, but I'm excited for these. That's kind of how I felt too. I was going to get maybe one colorful one just for filming and for fun, but I wouldn't gravitate to that all the time, obviously. Black was really where I was at with my mindset of like, which one do I want? The black one looks amazing. A lot of people are really wanting this. A lot of people think this looks amazing, but it sounds like a lot of people just now got their orders in at the time I'm filming this, so they haven't been able to try it for themselves. So I'm gonna be a little bit more hesitant. I'm gonna see what other people are saying, just because I heard there was so much fallout and then maybe it wasn't so great with 2 applications and I ordered too quickly on their foundation. I love, love, love their concealer, but I was too quick of a draw with their foundation, and now I'm still trying to use this up, but it is absolutely not my favorite. It was definitely a worst for me last year, so again, I'm gonna try to pull myself back on ordering too soon with new releases, especially for things that I'm just kind of like, it could be good, could not be good. I want to hear what other people are saying first, especially when I'm doing a low buy slash no buy. There's one more thing I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to try to do this really quickly because I sort of kind of love me some housewives. Don't judge me too harshly, but the pretty mess, also known as Erica Jane on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, just kidding. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is doing a collab with Too Faced. And my girlfriend and I, who have known each other since we were kids, were like tagging each other on like the teasers coming up for it. And we were like, oh my God, this better be fierce because she's known to be fierce. And I saw the palette. There's other things out too, but I'm going to focus on the palette. I'm so disappointed because she's just like this feisty woman who just totally believes in just being yourself, doing whatever. And this is the same palette we've seen a zillion trillion times from Too Faced. It doesn't look anything original, and she's so original that I was really disappointed in that. This to me felt like a collaboration that was just like, hey Erica, do you want to do this? Yeah, I'll do this. And then put your name on it, do whatever. I could be wrong, but that's what this feels like, because this just doesn't feel very her. So this was a big disappointment and a big no hard pass for me, and as a lover of some trash TV, I was a little disappointed. This is the first collaboration with someone who actually that's made sense, and it looks like a huge dud. So that was just my little 2 cents on that. Thank you guys so much for going through all this makeup with me. I know there's so many more new releases out, and by the time this uploads, I'm sure there'll be even more out that I wish I would have put into this. But these are just some things that you guys have been tagging me in that have maybe tempted or teased me through my no buy slash limited buy for January, the first quarter of the year, where I'm like trying to be more mindful. And I'm glad that none of this has made me go, I'm gonna go buy it right this second. There were some moments that I got a little itchy myself, a little twitchy, but I didn't do it, and I'm so glad I didn't. How are you guys doing? Are you still doing a no buy, limited buy? Are you just getting your necessities like replenishing, or are there just a few things here and there you're getting? Or are you like, what no buy? I'm buying everything and I'm not sorry. Because I feel that too. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you happen to be new to my crazy little channel, hi new friend. I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. Bye friends!